Hello there, internet friends. How you guys doing today? Hopefully all is well. I'm Danielle Pierce, creator of Real Estate Profit Lab and Property Preservation Mastery. Just give me 1 second to make sure my audio and video is okay. I see I am missing video. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. So hopefully you guys can hear me and see me okay now that I've corrected my actually turned on my webcam. But again, Danielle Pierce here, creator of Real Estate Profit Lab. Happy to be talking to you guys again tonight. As always, I want to thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. All right, so how I like to start these videos off is get into something called highs and lows. Before I do that, just real briefly, for 21 days, so this is day 3, we have 18 more days to go. I'll be going live and giving deep dive answers to one question a day related to property preservation. This is part of our hashtag Day in the Life campaign. So you can tune in each night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll get into pros and cons of the industry, pitfalls, dealing with contractors, launching your business, working with family, and something we call the success gap. So the difference between the students who come out the gate and do very well and the other students who have a bit more trouble. So this campaign is going to take us right into Black Friday. We'll be sharing even more stories about the current state of the industry and highlighting our most successful students of the year. So I'm really, really excited about that campaign. Excited about this one too, but I like to showcase and kind of put a spotlight on those people who've been able to do really well, especially during the pandemic. So now typically I like to get into what we call highs and lows. So highs and lows is just something my partner and I do prior to some of the meetings that we start. And it's a way to share some insight into something good that may be happening and some things that are not so good. It doesn't have to be like super traumatic or anything like that. And it's just a way to share more insight about our personal lives. So I'll go first. And you guys feel free to drop your highs and lows in the comments as well. So a low is that I'm 42, about to be 42, I should say, with a 10, 9, and 7-year old. So daughter, son, daughter. So that's my low. And a high is also that I'm 42 with a 10, 9, and 7-year old. So let me explain. So earlier today, I made a post on Facebook where I asked all the parents of teenagers to check in and just see if they were okay. And I did that because there's a lot of memes and jokes being made about people who are like, over 40 with kids in elementary school. Hello, like me. And so I noticed that every person that I've talked to, like literally this year, that has a teenager is catching hell from their teenager. Like it's really, really, really bad. And so I just wanted to check in and just, a little bit of a sarcasm, right? But just check in to see if they were okay. And the comments are still rolling in, and people are like, no, I'm not okay. Like 95% of the people were saying that they're not okay. So it just got me to realize that, it's challenging across the board, no matter where you're at on the spectrum. So the smaller kids, obviously, there's a different set of issues, but as they get older, there's also, potentially much larger and more dangerous issues. So I guess the moral of the story is just enjoy wherever you're at. So again, feel free to drop your highs and lows in the comment section as well. Definitely appreciate hearing from you guys. I'll go back and look at the comments too in the live chat and in the beneath the video. All right. So real quickly, mark your calendars. Wednesday, November the 24th, you'll have 5 hours to register for our flagship property preservation mastery course at $1,497. That is $1,000 off the regular price. That price will never exist again. And we're also throwing in an additional $3,000 in bonuses. So, with that in mind, since we are talking about money, we'll get into one of the most commonly asked questions and that we receive, which is some version of this. If I pay for your class, that's how most people phrase it. If I buy this class, how fast will I make my money back? Or, how long does it take to be profitable? Or how long does it take to get to $5,000 a month? So all those are pretty much essentially the same question. So what I normally tell people to expect is to generate between $3,000 to $5,000 in gross revenue every month for the first 3 to 6 months. The reason for that is because you have to For one, you're brand new. It's a huge learning curve. Even with the training we provide in the program, it's still going to freak you out once you start getting your first set of work orders, your first bid approval. All those things will be scary experiences because they're brand new. So that'll freak you out. And then there's just, you have to kind of prove yourself as a vendor. You have to show that you can complete the work on time, that you can be efficient, that you can follow instructions. That's a big thing. And then also the company has to feel you out as well, just to make sure that things are a mutual fit. So it'll be relatively slow in the first 3 to 6 months. You should not expect to be flooded right away with work. So there's that. So what you can expect is that you will make, again, between $3,000 to $5,000 every single month. So that's the short answer. And I would say that will take about 90 to 120 days to pull that off. Now, the long answer is that it depends. It depends on the city and state in which you live. It depends upon how quickly you can get the business set up. We have some folks who just fly through all that stuff relatively quickly, and then others who take months to get through, getting the LLC, getting the insurance, things like that in place. It depends upon how diligent you are in applying with the respective companies. It depends upon your follow-up skills. Work is pretty much always available for the most part. It's just a question of who that work is going to go to. And as they say, the squeakiest wheel typically gets the most attention. So that's my answer as far as how long it'll take you to get your money back. So you should expect 3 to 4 months. Long answer is it could be longer. The great news is that once you pay for the program and you register, you have access to it permanently. It never expires. Information is constantly updated and you always have access to it. All right. So last thing, again, set a reminder in your phones for November the 24th. Probably 7 o'clock Central Standard Time to take advantage of the lowest pricing that you'll ever see. Tune in tomorrow night because tomorrow, what are we talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow, we're going to switch over and talk about, managing the business while managing your life. So we'll talk about working the business while keeping your 9 to 5. And then the following day, we'll get into working the business while being a full-time mom, which many of our students are. All right. So as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate your time. Sending you love, light, peace, blessings.